Okay, now to properly understand this, we need to understand that we have agency that can be represented by three distinct time frames: you in the present, you in the future, and you in the past. Now the reason we shouldn't kill is because when we kill somebody, we extinguish their ability to make choices in the future. That's why we shouldn't arbitrarily and discriminatorily just kill people. Us in the present is represented by no slavery, or in other words, equal justice under law. When we put other humans into slavery, we infringe on their agency in the present. The U.S. Constitution protects this liberty interest with the writ of habeas corpus, which means to present the body. So when you want to challenge your illegal detention, you would file a writ of habeas corpus. Now the past is a little bit more difficult. The past is represented by our legitimately acquired property, because that's the fruits of our labors or our choices in the past. That's why thou shalt not steal. But how exactly is this liberty interest protected in the Constitution? Well, under Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1 of the U.S. Constitution, it states that no state shall emit bills of credit or make anything but gold and silver coins a tender in payment of debts. Now the reason for this is because when you deal with fiat currency, which is unconstitutional, when whoever has the monopoly interest to be able to print these things out of thin air, they can in turn confiscate others' purchasing power through inflation, which is an increase in the money supply. So let's say that this $100 bill will purchase this gold coin. Well, what if I have the right to just print more of these $100 bills? Well, now you've got four $100 bills, so it would take four to buy that, assuming everything else is equal with the supply and demand economics. And so that's the reason why it's unethical and immoral to allow for fiat currency, to allow for a quasi-governmental institution to have the right or the power to print fiat currency and prevent other people from printing the currency. Everybody should be able to go out and dig up some money, dig up some gold. That would be ethical money production. And that's why, in order to protect our liberty interests in the past, we have to use sound money, because it protects against confiscation through inflation, which is a form of taxation without representation and without due process of law. And as long as we're able to have that liberty interest protected, it will stand as a bulwark and protect our other liberty interests, such as our liberty interests in the present with the writ of habeas corpus, and also against arbitrary and discriminatory practices such as just killing people, which is what Stalin or Hitler or Mao have done. And so we really have to have all three of these liberty interests protected, and that's what the Constitution has set up. And we just need to reclaim those rights, which is going on with this revolutionary change. And that revolution, it can be fought really only in two ways. You can fight with guns, or you can fight with money. And so we have to stop using their fiat currency paper franchises and begin using substitute goods. And that's one way that we can take part in this revolution to restore our individual rights.
The people are sick and tired of what they're getting, and they want some real changes. I I don't want to run your life. You need less taxation, less regulation, a better economic system. We were not meant to be an empire. We were meant to be a republic protecting liberty here at home. It's up to you to spread this message around this country. This is an American cause. It's a cause of freedom. There's something going on in this country, and it's big. It's